I'll start with sharing my screen. So I hope you can see my screen now.
Yes, Priyanka.
Okay. So we completed reports yesterday. So next we will be moving on to pages and components. To start creating pages and components, you will have to go to the settings tab here, click on it, and then under collections and applications, you'll find these two, pages and components. So to add, you will be adding components into your pages, and then these pages can be added into the applications, right? Components, we'll see what it is. So components is nothing but a visual representation of any filtered data or anything. So you remember we pulled a report, right? A report will just give you a table content, right? It'll give you in the table format of anything, any customized data that you want to pull out from your entire data that is present in your instance, right? From any collection. But what components does it? It goes one step further and it will give you the visual representation of data. So let's say I want to create. So visual representation in Confeeg can be done. You can see a lot of these right here. So all of them are currently not in like they're all most of them are in trial. Few of them are currently present for demo, like bar chart, pie chart, and donut. I'll be showing those to you today. And let's start with creating a bar chart. So bar chart is one of the visual representations available. So as soon as you click on the bar chart, you see that select collection, y-axis, and what is to be shown in the y-axis is you can choose from here, and what to be shown in the x-axis can be shown in over here. So let's choose the collection cars, right? And here in the y-axis, it'll show us all the fields except for number fields. If you look at here, you will see mostly text fields, generally text fields, select list fields, right? Date fields, right? And other kinds of fields. Other than numerical fields, you will find every kind of field here. So let's choose for this one car type. And then on the x-axis, I will choose price of the car. Okay. And I want it to sum. So remember, here it says x-axis aggregation, right? It will aggregate the numerical field that you've chosen in the x-axis field. So in the x-axis field, you will only find the numerical fields. So you see here like price of the car, discount percentage, and market price. These three are numerical fields. Market price is a currency type field. Currently, the functionality for currency is not available. But these two are numerical fields. We can work with these. So I'm just choosing price of the car, which is the number field. And I want aggregation of price of car based on the car type, which is to be visually represented as a bar chart. So sum of car prices based on car type, right? Let's save. Yeah, you have to even give the title car prices sum. I will select how big do you want the component to be displayed on a page is what you will choose here, small, medium, large, and extra large. When you explore this, you will find what is the size, and then based on that, you can choose. So for now, I'm choosing large, and let's save. So what we have done is created a component. The component is created and it's saved as a record here. Now we will have to add this component onto a page, right? So for that, first we need to create a page. So you will simply click on the page tab. After clicking on the page tab, this page will appear where you have the add button here. You click on add. You can add car components, car stats, let's say. And you can also have a page icon representation here. And here you will see that all the components which are present in the instance are available here. I only want to add sum of car prices for now. You can add multiple, you can choose from it, you can add multiple, similar to what you do in the application. Now we've successfully added a page into this, we've added a component into this page called as car stats. And then let's save. And to actually view this, you will have to add the page onto any application. So let's go to our application, which is Big Boy Toy Cars dealership, and add this page as one of the component. So if you remember, onto the application, we would add collections, right? So you see that here it shows collections as well as pages. So onto an application, you can add collections, any number of collections and any number of pages. So I will add the page that we've created just now onto this application. And I want this to be the first page that we can view. So that's why I'm dragging it up, right? So I don't want default collection or page that would appear as okay. I don't want purchases to be the default collection. I would want this page car stats to appear when we click on this application at the Foursquare. So I've added the car stats here, the page that we've just created, and I'll just click on update. Now to view the page, what we'll do is you simply go and click on the application. And you will see here, it is showing us the bar chart. So this is the representation of the type of car and sum of the prices of all the cars belonging to this type present in the cars collection, right? That is what is the component we created. Let's just look at it. In the car models, if you see, you have sedan, right? How many sedans do we have? We have 3 sedans. If you look at the prices here, this says 20 lakhs. And then this says 3 lakhs, right? 20 lakhs plus 3 lakhs is 23 lakhs. And this is 1 lakh. 23 lakhs, 24 lakhs. So what did it show here? For sedan, it is showing a total sum of 24 lakhs. So that is what is appearing here, right? So it has given us the sum of the car type sedans, prices of the sum. Oh, why is this like? Sorry about that. No. So sum of the sedans, we found out that it's then. Now, if we add up compact sedan prices, let's say this is, what is this? This is 50 lakhs. 50 lakhs here and 2 lakhs. So it should be, is it 2 lakhs? Yes, 50 lakhs and 2 lakhs. So compact sedans total must be 52 lakhs, right? If you look at it here, it is showing a value of 52 lakhs, right? And for hatchbacks, it is showing us 60 lakhs. Is it? So no, 6 lakhs. So it is showing 6 lakhs as the total for hatchback. So if we add 5 lakhs and here you see 1 lakh, the total for hatchback it is 6 lakhs. So the component that has appeared is right. So the aggregation, this simply, we've seen yesterday that this can be seen as a report also, right? But visually, if you represent, you can, what happens is it is easier to compare. We see that for the compact sedan, the total for the prices total is very high, right? Compared to sedan and hatchback is the least. So for comparison purposes, this is very easy. So that is the purpose of using the components. Now, what all can we do with the components? What else can be done, right? We'll just go through that. So here, what we did is we did a basic thing where we chose what is to be represented. We wanted this based on representation of car types and the sum of the prices of prices under some of the prices under each car type. So similarly, you can choose, let's say, a brand. So, and I want average prices of the car under each brand. And let's just save. Right. And I'll just refresh this page since it's the same component. And now we see that Suzuki totals to be the highest. Right. Some of the car prices under Suzuki is highest and Honda is the least with 16. We've chosen average, right? Not sum. This time it is showing average, right? We've chosen average. So it will average out the prices of each brand, right? That is what is being showing up here. Under Suzuki, the average of all the car prices under Suzuki comes to 35 lakhs. And under Honda, it comes to the average is 16 lakh 66, 1 lakh 66,666. And under Hyundai, it is 3 lakh 50,000. Right? If you can check here, if you can recheck this, like simply add what is average sum of the prices divided by the number of prices under each. So under Suzuki, if we see, it is 20 lakhs plus 50 lakhs. So average of this two will be 35 lakhs. That is what it is showing up here, isn't it? 35 lakhs. And then if you look at Honda, we have 3 Honda with 3 lakhs, 1 lakh, 4 lakhs, 4 lakhs plus 1 lakh, 5 lakhs. 5 by 3 is nothing but 1.66, right? 1.66 is what is being shown here. 1.66 lakhs. And then the next we have is, we check for Hyundai also. It is 5 lakhs plus 2 lakhs, 5 plus 2, 7. 7 by 2 is 35, sorry, 3 lakhs 50,000. So that is what you'll be seeing here. Right? That's how components work. Now, onto these components, we can add additional filters. If you see here, there is a row available here. So let's say I want a car type, the price of the cars to be averaged under each brand for a specific car type. Let's say car type is compact sedan, or let's say sedan. I don't know how many compact sedans we have. I think sedans we have a lot. Now let's see how the components changes. Now you see that we only have sedans under Suzuki and Honda. Let's see if that is right. Right. So sedans we have under Honda, and under Suzuki we have 1 sedan. But under Hyundai, if you observe, we only have compact sedan and hatchback. That is why it has chosen only Honda and Suzuki. So under Honda and Suzuki, under Honda, we have 2 sedans. So it will average out this one. So 3 plus 1, 4. Average of 4 is 2. So it will be 2 lakhs. Right? For Honda, 2 lakhs. And under Suzuki, we only have 1 sedan, which says 20 lakhs. So the average of 20 lakhs is nothing but same. Like since it's a single number, then price won't change, 20 lakhs. Right? That is what it represents. That's how you can add filters Additionally, you can add filters, and that's how you can create the component. You can add multiple filters also. You can add and or conditions here. And using and, if we can do anything, let's see. And let's say, type brand, multi-price. Let's say created is available for purchase, is no, let's say, just randomly, just choose no. So that means what it should represent, it should represent average of prices of the car under each brand, where car type is sedan and it is not available for purchase, right? That is what we are trying to create here, component. So seems like both Honda has changed to 1 lakh. That means one of the car is not no. So under Honda, yes, one of the car is no and other car is need to be booked. Under Suzuki, both of the cars are showing up as no. So it'll average out. So it has taken Suzuki as the brand and is available per purchase is equal to no. And it is averaging out the prices of these two, right? 50 plus 20, again, 35 lakhs. Sum of the prices, huh? What is it? Do we still select average? Okay, sedan. Okay, sedan is only one. So again, it has chosen only one record here. So average, you can't average one record. So it'll just give us the value as is, which is 20 lakhs. And for Honda also, sedan and no is just one record here, which is the value of 1 lakh. So average of single value is nothing but the same value. You will find 20 lakhs under Suzuki, if you look at it, and 1 lakh under Honda. So that's how you can add multiple filters and you can have average, sum, or even count, right? If we click on count and let's save, we just refresh this one. You will see that there's only one car in Suzuki, right? And there is only one car in Honda. Excuse this one because I keep changing the filters. So whatever it's saying here is not accurate, but you will have to write this down, like the components. Since we have created count, so we have to change it to count of cars under each brand, right? That would be the correct representation. Under each brand, where car is sedan, and is not available for purchase. I mean, you don't have to keep it like this lengthy. You can always choose a better way to write, but I'm just, for your purpose, for explanation purpose, I've just kept it that way. So if you look at this, let's just refresh. So this is nothing but count of cars under each brand where car is sedan and not for purchase. So the count of cars is equal to 1. Better yet. We'll keep this as the title. And this one name as count of cars. So that it is smaller and the title has better explanation, right? That makes more sense. right? So it will show Suzuki, the count of cars is 1, and under Honda, count of cars is again 1. Under each brand where car is sedan and is not for purchase. This is what the component represents, right? So any questions, guys? So you can again edit and delete the components you have created right here. But remember to look at what component you have created. You will have to add it into any application. Simply adding it onto a page is not sufficient. Adding it onto a page serves the purpose of making it us able to for us to able to like add it into an application. That is the purpose of adding it onto a page. And also in a single place, you can have multiple components, right? So let's just add another one also onto the application. I have already created another component here, which is car price average. I don't know if let's just edit the car type price of car average. Fine, let's save. And let's just add this car price average component also onto this collection. So every time you want to add anything onto a collection, same thing. You will click on the settings. After clicking on the settings, you will find applications here. You will click on applications. This page will open up where it will show you the list of applications and choose the application you want to add your page or collection into. And in this drop down box, select the car. Okay, test is the page name. Let me just show you that also. This component, the car price average, I have added onto the page car test, right? If I open the page, you will see car price average as the component added here. So instead of adding a different page, what I'll do is I'll add it onto our car stats page itself. So in Konfeeg, if you see here, I'm able to add the car price average component into another page also. So there is a reusability function. So once you have created a component, you can reuse it multiple times, like any number of times you can add it onto any page. Similarly, for any collection, once you've created a collection, you can add it into any number of applications, right? So onto this collection, we already have this page, and under this page, if you remember, we have 2 collections. Let's just go to the car stats, and you see that both 2 components are available here. For some reason, this is not displaying here. Car price average components are not displaying here for some reason. But anyways, you see, you can add this way and you can customize, right? You can customize the size and shape, not the shape, the size basically. So if you go to the components, I can change the size to medium for count of cars, and it will reflect on the page. See, this is the medium size, this is the large size. If you put extra large will occupy complete length here. So also remember that whatever page you have added will again appear on the left panel along with the collections. If you remember, in our we are in the big boy toys car dealership, right? That is what is highlighted. So you see that we are in this collection, and under this collection, we have added this page, we've added these collections. And if you click on the page, you will have the components which are added onto this page appearing here, right? You can add any number, like let's add one more onto this. Page, just a random one, even if it doesn't show up any chart. Now we have 3. Right. So you have 3. So this is the extra large size. This is the large, this is the medium one, and small will be even smaller than this. So you can, this is how it will appear. If this is also in medium, it will just appear side by side. It will arrange itself according to the sizes. You don't have to do anything, basically. So let's say car test, not car test. Components, let's keep this as medium. This is medium. This one is large, right? I'll change it to medium so you can see how it will arrange itself. Right now, since this is also medium sized, it has arranged itself beside it. And that's how it works. So that's about components. So remember, first, you'll have to create the component. Creation of component. Let me show you different types also. Let's represent this as a donut, right? You see the representation has changed into this way. So whatever is most suitable for the type of data you are pulling, the visual represent whatever is most suitable is the one you have to choose. Now, if you want, donuts are something that shows us parts of whole, right? As a part of 100%, how much percentage do the each of the component occupies? Now, here we see that Honda is 50% and Suzuki occupies 50% as parts of the whole. That's where you will use donut. And what else do we have? Functioning ones. Even pie chart works. Pie chart also functions in the similar to donut, parts of whole, right? But the representation is there is a difference in representation where it is like a whole circle and that just looks like a donut, right? Donut chart looks like a donut, so nothing new there. All right, so that's it about the components. If you have any questions, go ahead. So I'll just refresh the order of creation. First, you create the component, right? This is the component. Click on the component tab. Click on add. You'll choose the type of chart you want the representation to be. You will choose the collection. You will choose what is to be represented on y-axis, that is which non-number entity, non-number field you want to be represented in the y-axis, and which number entity you want to aggregate, right? Let's say here, something like that, right? Number entity. You will choose the number entity, and what do you want to do with this number entity? Do you want to simply count the values based on what is on the y-axis, or do you want the sum of the prices, or do you want sum of what is on the x-axis or average of what is on the x-axis? So on top of this is enough to represent create a component. But on top of this, if you would like to create any filters, like specific, you want to pull out even more specific data, like we've done with count of cars, where we've used is it available for purchase yet, and we have chosen no. So even more specific data, you can go as specific as you want using the filters. That is the purpose of filters. Basically, it will filter out more and more of data, and it will get more specific. So That's how you do it. So first you create the component. This is how the component gets created. You choose your choice of visual representation, which is bar chart, donut, or pie chart, which are currently functional charts, which I'm talking about. And then after that, you will click on pages. You will either create a new page, right? To create a new page, you simply click on add, you give a name to the page, you give an icon to the page, and you choose the component you want to add, component or number of components you want to add. Or to simply add it to the existing page, simply go to this 3 dots of that page, simply click on edit and add as many pages from the as many components from the drop down simply by clicking on pages and just click on save. After adding to the pages, you will need to, where do you want this chart to appear? Which application do you want all of these, this page to appear? That you will choose by going to applications. In which application, choose whatever application you want. You've chosen this. And here under this, you will find the page, right? Whatever page you have created, containing all the components that you've created, choose that. Simply click add on application, click on save. And then after that, you go to the application. And since I've chosen that car starts to be the default one, if you remember, we click on application. Let me go here. Let me click on application. I've chosen here car stats as the default page to appear. So that means whenever I click on the Big Boy Toys car dealership application, the first thing that will be shown to me is the page. Now you can choose anything. You can choose a page or a collection to be the default page, but I've chosen, generally any business will choose components to be the default page because they would like to look at what is happening on their data on a daily basis by simply just one look, right? These are visual representations, so you can get a lot of information by just looking, giving a glance to it, right? So that is the purpose it serves. That is the order of creation. So you create the component or multiple components, keep them ready, create a page, or into an existing page, you can add all of the components, or you can add in separate pages also, doesn't matter. But if you want all of the components to be represented together, you will add them into a single page, right? Since I added all of these components into a single page called as car stats, all of them are appearing together. If I want them to be appearing in a separate page, if I don't want all of these components together, then only in that case, you will create a separate page, add whatever component you want to add onto that page, and then it'll appear in a separate page. So add that page or pages onto the application of your choice and choose that as a default or arrange it. On the left panel, how do you want the order to appear? You can arrange it, the pages as well as the collections, right? Since I put it at the top, this is my order. If we go to the applications, home, you will see that is the order in which it is appearing. So clear, I hope it's clear. Any questions? Please shoot. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen then.